So it's pretty simple. Next, we're going to go to the site to see what parents see when they do a search. So on here, I Googled Frontline Childcare, and as you can see, it shows up at the top of the search. So if you click there, it'll bring up the site. It's got up at the top Frontline Parents, Frontline Employers, Child Care Providers, and School Districts. So it's got information for all 4 categories. So if you're a child care provider, you click on that, and that'll get you to the screen to log in and update your availability. So for parents, we're going to pretend we're a parent looking for child care. It's going to have some introductory information about the site, links for health and safety standards, and then it's going to have a list of what is considered an essential worker, just to help them determine, hey, does this apply to me, or no, it doesn't apply to me. And then as you go down the screen, it has a blue button. It says I'm a frontline parent, and I need to find available regulated child care. So regulated child care is licensed centers, licensed homes, and registered homes. It's going to take them to another screen that will let them start their search, gives them information again about health and safety standards, what qualifies as essential workers, and then financial assistance. So if you are a subsidy provider, whether your program is called Child Care Assistance, CCMS, Child Care Services, all of that means that you accept subsidies from your local workforce development board. It's also going to show that on your screen. Okay, the parent has to click saying that they are confirming that they are an essential worker, and then they're going to be able to select the ages of children or the child that they need care for. So I'm going to select an infant and a preschool, and then I'm going to enter a zip code that I need care in, and then start search. And it's going to pull up a list of child care providers within a certain radius of the zip code that I've entered. So you'll see here we've got several providers listed. You'll see in blue letters, accepts financial aid. That's the very first thing that's posted. So that lets a parent know if they're getting child care subsidy, again, CCA, CCMS, whatever it's called in their local area, that provider is already set up to accept those enrollments and payments from the local board. So that's super helpful for those parents. It's going to list the name of the facility, address, of course. It's going to say if they're a Texas Rising Star provider and what certification level. And then it's going to tell the parent if they have open spots for the ages of the children that they've identified. So this first one has a green check mark, spots available for an infant and preschool. It also lists their hours. If I click on just anywhere in the box for that center, then it's going to give me their availability. So for this particular provider, it says availability as of April 30th. So they've updated it today. And the more current your information, just a little tip, the more current your information is, the closer to the top of the list you'll be as a child care program. So it doesn't sort by alphabet, it sorts by date of when the provider last updated it. So if you've got a lot of openings, it's a good idea to update it every day. That way you'll keep showing up at the top of the list. For this particular provider, they've got 4 infant spots available, 8 toddler, 12 preschool, and 12 school age. It also shows a map so you can see where this particular provider is located, so that you can kind of get a visual of where it is in relation to home or work or wherever it is you're going. All right, as we scroll on down the list, we've got a lot of providers that have availability for the children that we need care for, but as we scroll down, we're starting to find, oh, this one doesn't have spots for an infant. So it's going to have a kind of an orange-colored circle with an X. So those would not be options for this parent if they need care for an infant. Okay. Then as we go down even farther, we find a facility that has not updated their information. And this happens to be a Head Start, which all the Head Starts are closed right now. But, so when you look at their availability, if you can see the screen where it has the number of spots available, it just has a gray circle with a question mark. So that means that they haven't indicated that they have any openings. Okay. The other thing about this, the screen is it'll give you a website, it'll list their phone number, and then it'll have another button that says Review Inspection. If the parent clicks on there, it'll take the parent to their to the Child Care Licensing public website, where it lists the facility's information and their compliance history with minimum standards. So that is it, basically. That's how parents can find child care. They've got phone numbers, web addresses. If it's listed on Child Care Licensing, you can list an email address, alternate phone numbers, any of that information. All right, so the key for providers is update it as often as you can, at least every week, but more often if you can. And parents are being encouraged to use this site when they're searching for child care. If you have any other questions, please contact your local workforce board or your child care program. If you're in Texas Rising Star, contact your TRS mentor, and they can help connect you with other information. All right, we thank you for joining us, and we hope that you're able to navigate this site successfully.